Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A first down for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep...
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run his...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Henry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Steps away to find some room. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And the Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Savage. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Memphis will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Montgomery. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll give it to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The give out of the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here comes the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Memphis will be forced to punt. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quickly to the tight end.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Gilbert. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety. So zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. They're working that left side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's the pressure, and that one is picked off in the end zone. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this 1st drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the 1st half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Oh, they're after him. they've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble the offense jumped on.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Busts through behind his pad. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on fourth. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball
hauls it in, the first down and more. He's loose down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to set up the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Memphis will be forced to punt. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. That's caught. It's Gilbert. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Throws to the back. Hits the open man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them. Because
intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going for 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing.
Bringing it back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. He's got him. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Pressure coming. Across the 45. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agreed it'll go his way. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Using his legs, it's Savage. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Extending the play. Rolling right and going deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls it, fired, complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a